I've not been up to a lot since Wednesday. What? Oh, hang on, I've got my fucking volume on here. There you go. That's better. I wonder why I was talking to myself then. No, Thursday. What are we on Friday now? Thursday, yeah. Shopping in Norwich, Christmas shopping in Norwich with the wife again. Oh dear, don't I love it? No, no. Uh, and today I've had my granddaughter after school. I normally have her on a Friday afternoon after school. She comes round here, has a tea, just me and her, till the wife gets home. Because alcohol free, Volfas Engelmann. Yeah, so yeah, yeah. Yeah. Oh, you little fibber, you had one after that.
Oh, right, yes, you can only hear Mickey. Yeah, cool, you can only hear Mickey. Sorry, Matchit.
All right,
Um,
match.
I forgot to turn my mic on. Um, yeah, I've had one, and I might have another one. I've got a proper lager here. I might have another one. So that's been pretty good because I had my gallbladder out 5 weeks ago, Mickey.
Is it that long?
That long, yeah,
Christ.
5 weeks ago because it's a month since I've been banned on Facebook.
And how is your side now?
The
Because you having
the pain is
problems with
gone,
it, weren't you?
and my shit no longer floats.
Oh, that's all right
Yeah,
then.
that was the big clue. The floating shit. The pain, the post op.
It no longer floats, but it splatters the pan.
It splashes my arse, yeah. But I've given but I've given myself. I've had a couple of really big, real big logs come out, and I've given myself some hemorrhoids. So every time I have a shit now, I have to stick a fucking suppository up my arse.
Yeah.
Yeah. You probably didn't need to know that. Look, I've got no hair. I've got no embarrassment, Mickey. I'm beyond embarrassment. I'm beyond embarrassment now. I've also noticed my pubes are turning blonde.
Yeah, so I read somewhere else.
Yeah, I only got a few. And I only noticed it. I was having a bit of a, you check yourself for testicular cancer.
Yeah.
I thought, oh, that feels like a hair I've caught. So, and I couldn't see any, so I got a mirror and I held it up and I thought, oh yeah, look, I've got a couple of little, very fine blonde ones, like down. And I thought, oh, that's different because I've read somewhere that some people, when they come back from chemo, their hair grows back quite different.
Yeah.
So maybe maybe that's what's going to happen to me. My hair's going to grow back quite different.
Yeah, I read on your thing that somebody's, I don't know, it's wife or friend. Hello, best pal. She was blonde, lost her hair, and it came back like an auburn.
Yeah, Julie Marshall said that. Yeah.
So it's really strange.
Well, that's funny because
Really strange.
up until the time I was 18, my hair was blonde.
Yeah.
Both my girls, my daughter's got blonde hair, although I take the piss out of my youngest daughter and I tell her she's ginger. And she was like, Dad, stop it. She's not ginger, she's blonde. And I was blonde, but then my hair just suddenly, good evening, best pal. My hair just suddenly went dark when I became 18. But yeah, so it might grow back because I also discovered last night I'd taken the missus to work and I said to her, I quite like being bald because I don't have to get up, I don't have to do anything with my hair. She said, I don't like it. I said, what? She said, I don't like it. She said, I don't like it. She said, I don't like bald men. I've never liked bald men. Oh, now you tell me.
But you didn't have much hair before you fucking shaved it.
Do you know what? There's something else I meant to send you as well, Mickey. Right, I've got it right here on my desk. Would you like to see it?
Wait for it. Wait for it. Oh dear.
And
I was just saying that she's complaining about the lack of hair when you didn't have much in the first place. So
yeah, I
don't know why she's.
I know. We mentioned the monk spot on the back of my head, but anyway, she's hoping it comes back blonde and curly, and she wants me to grow it long.
Oh right. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
Get it fucking burned.
Yeah. That's gonna.
You'll be taking my place on the street corner.
Yeah. That's gonna happen. That's gonna happen, isn't it? I'm gonna get my hair go my hair long. I've never had long hair.
I used to love my long hair, but the wife didn't like it.
No.
I don't know why. She reckoned I looked like him out of Cream with the big bushy hair.
Brian May.
Guitar player. The guitar player, whatever
Brian
his fucking
May.
name was. Yeah, him. My hair goes like that when it grows long.
Right. I can't see it myself. Yes, my pubic hair has changed colour. It's gone blonde. This sounds like a stupid question. Do you still put shampoo on your head? No. When I'm in the shower, I don't have a flannel. I use a sponge, and when I just give myself a quick flick over with. I've showered gel, and I just give the head a quick wipe with the sponge. So it's not a stupid question. No, I don't use shampoo. I've got no hair. I shave my head every. I used to shave it every day, and I used to shave here every day. But I've got the same problem, Mickey. It's all turning funny. And
he still uses shampoo on his eyebrows, though.
Yeah, that's it. I use shampoo on my eyebrows. That's right. Yeah. Head and shoulders I use on my eyebrows.
So you don't need to shave your head. Do you need to shave your chin?
It's every 4 days now.
All right, instead of every
day. Yeah, look, I haven't shaved for 3 days now. Look.
Yeah.
It's going that blonde downy stuff as well. But I think it's new growth. I think what I've done is I've lost my hair. I've also lost my hair on my nipples. That's gone. And the hair on my legs has gone anyway. My mate accused me of shaving my legs to go out so I could wear stockings the other day. I thought, twat. I said, no, I don't. I just wear black stockings and I don't have to worry about the hair showing through.
Exactly
that. So, yeah. Anyway, let's talk about people are dicks, right? People really can be dicks. All right. No, before we talk about that, the reason we've got poppies in the background and the reason that you're wearing a poppy is because it's a very important day. Now, being 2022, we have a lot of days during the year. We have Mother's Day, we have Father's Day, we have Great Uncle Cedric's Day, we have one-legged, wonky-eye, blonde-haired Women Day. We have 6 fingers on your left hand, identifying as a potato day. Don't we? We have all sorts of weird and wonderful days. And we also have Remembrance Day, which is actually 2 days normally. It's Remembrance Sunday, which is the first Sunday after the 11th, and Remembrance Day itself, the 11th of November. The reason it's the 11th of November is because that's when the armistice was signed in the First World War. The 11th hour of the 11th day of the 11th month. Or the 11th minute of the 11th hour of the 11th day of the 11th month. And it's one of the only few that I actually observe. I do my 2-minute silence at 11 o'clock. And I like to pay my respects because, and I like my version of the quote, but I think the quote is, they gave their today for your tomorrow. Is that correct?
Something like that, yeah.
But my version of the quote is, they gave their tomorrows for our yesterdays, and I like that. And we're paying homage not just to the dead of the First World War, although it came about in the First World War because of the horrific dead, but we're paying homage to all of the people that gave their lives so that we could live in freedom as we are today, although some would argue, this Generation Z or whatever it is would argue that they don't particularly like their freedoms they have today, but they don't they don't realise what it could have been like if the sacrifice hadn't been made by all those millions of men. And it's something I like to pay homage to. This is a particularly poignant day for you because I never served, but you did, didn't you, Mickey?
I did, and it might sound strange to you, but 11 o'clock today, I'm here at home on my own, and I stood for 2 minutes.
People tell.
Here on my own, in silence.
How could people
I
tell?
even turned my computer off, turned it off.
How could people tell you were
and just
standing?
stood there. Sorry?
How could people tell you were standing?
Well, I couldn't,
All right.
because I'm just as short standing up and sitting down, but it's something I always do, Steve. It's to honour the dead.
Yeah.
And so I stand for him, and I stand to attention. Because, like I say, I'm an ex-military man, and I stand to attention for 2 minutes to honour our fallen. Not only from the First World War, like you say, but every conflict since. And let's not forget, it's not only British people.
No.
It's Australians, it's Indians,
Yes,
it's Gurkhas.
yes. Yeah, absolutely.
It's people from the Middle East. You know, it's people from the West Indies, from everywhere around the world who fought in these wars. It isn't just the British people. And I think we should honour them all.
I agree entirely. Just match it. Never in the field of human conflict has so much been given by so few for so many. Is actually what Winston Churchill said about the Battle of Britain in the Second World War.
Yeah.
So just to let you know that. But that's something completely different. But we're talking about just remembrance in itself. No, when I say the war dead, Mickey, you notice I don't say a war or I don't give a nationality or anything else. It's the war dead.
Yeah.
And I actually include the other side in this as well.
Well, yeah, I mean, they were
The ordinary soldier didn't have a lot of choice, did he?
coerced. No. You were sent, and that was it. That's especially conscripts. I mean, when I signed up, I knew there was a chance I'd go to war.
Well, you were lucky. You must have just missed one.
I missed. I joined in '75. So I just missed Cyprus. My regiment was in Cyprus when the Turks and the Greeks were having a little spat. So I missed out on that. I did go to Northern Ireland. And here's my medal to prove it.
Oop.
It's the only one I have. But everybody who serves in a conflict. I mean, Northern Ireland wasn't a war, it was conflict. Which is why there was no tanks or anything else like that. But, and then I don't know if you remember when Beirut, when the Americans were in there and they evacuated rather quickly.
Yep.
I think it was 1982.
Yep.
Again, my squadron of my regiment was there, and I'd left 2 years prior to that. So yeah. And then I missed the Falklands, obviously. And following on from that, so I was lucky. But had it come to it, then I'd have gone.
Oh, good.
That's what I signed up for.
Yeah. No, that's what I mean. I include the war dead of all sides.
Yeah.
I don't,
Yeah.
They were many of the war dead were just ordinary people, just doing what they were told.
Yeah.
They didn't have political ideology of their leaders. They were just cannon fodder. So
see now, people refer to the German army as the Nazis.
No, not at all.
No,
not at all.
No. They weren't all Nazis. The majority of the Wehrmacht, which is their normal army, were not Nazis. Your SS and that, yeah, they were. The horrible fucking nasty bastards. But like you say, the normal soldier was just an ordinary guy like you and me who were made to go and fight for them.
So
I probably didn't believe in the ideology, but
I don't bang my head as such like you. I don't stand to attention, but I was at my computer as 11 o'clock came along. I heard it. I set an alarm. I set Alexa to tell me at 1 minute to 11. And I just sat back in my chair and I bowed my head and I just sat there in silence with my eyes shut for 2 minutes, just thinking about how much different my life would have been if it hadn't have been for the sacrifice of those people.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's how I remember Remembrance Days, which is why I've got to put the I've put the poppies in the background. Best pal says his dad was in Northern Ireland. My grandfather used to commute to Germany. How about that?
Huh.
Yeah, seriously.
I spent 5 years in Germany.
He was a bomber pilot.
During my service.
He was a bomber pilot, Nicky.
Yeah.
Yep.
What the hell is that clicking?
That's my can.
Oh.
I'm playing with my can. Yeah, my auntie married a soldier, and she spent a lot of time in Germany as well. Osnabrück, she was stationed at.
Yeah.
Anywhere near where you were?
No, I was in a place called Wolfenbüttel, which is near Brunswick, which is near Hanover, which is right on. We were the furthest regiment east on the old. Well, it would have been the East German, West German border back in that day.
Okay.
So yeah, that's where we were. We were the cannon fodder.
All changed.
In my little Scorpion tank. Yeah.
Is that what you were, a Scorpion tank driver?
Yeah. Yeah.
What rank were you?
Trooper.
All right. Okay.
Trooper. I did get for a while what they call local unpaid Lance Corporal.
Okay.
Which means you had all the bills of the corporal's mess, but you got the pay of a fucking trooper. So I told them to shove up their arse, didn't want it.
So you got shafted.
Yeah.
I know my dad was in the army. He went in as a private and came out as a sergeant. Which, by all accounts, because this was national service, which by all accounts in 2 years was quite good.
It was.
I saw his discharge card, and I was quite amazed that he'd gone in as a trooper and come out as a sergeant. But yeah, best pal there's made up.
He's right. He's right. But also the horrible thing about it is in Northern Ireland, you don't know who you're fighting.
No.
That's what we found a problem.
Good evening, Henry Barrington. How are you?
You can talk to a guy one day, and he might want to fucking shoot you, and you didn't know. But yeah, I mean, I was terrified for the first month, I must admit. But after that, you just adjust to it, and it just becomes part of everyday life, if you like. So yeah. And my dog's found a cat.
Good evening, Henry Barrington over there on Reddit. Nice to see some life on Reddit there.
Hello.
He just popped in to say hi there, Jeff. So yeah, that's it. It is the one day that I like to remember, Mickey. It is the one day that I like to, bow my head to. Not like these other international days. I really don't give a stuff about them. But this is the one day of the year. I like to say it goes on for 2 days. We've got Remembrance Day today. And as I took my missus to work, I saw some road signs saying that the high street in my village is closed tomorrow. Good night, Donna.
See you in the morning. Steve said good night.
Good night.
I heard her. Yeah, I heard her. The high street in my village is closed on Sunday for 3 hours while they have the annual Remembrance Parade up to the War Memorial. So, I don't normally go to that, but I can't this year.
I'll be down the War Memorial on Sunday.
Yeah.
If I can't make it, then I'll be watching the parade in London.
Yes, at the Cenotaph.
Yeah.
I think it's going to be probably King Charles's first real official duty, isn't it?
Yeah, yeah. Although I did see that the Queen Consort was somewhere today, and I can't remember where it was.
I know Charles served. He served in the Navy and the Air Force, but did he fight?
No.
Was it the Navy he served in? It was the Navy, wasn't it?
Yeah. No, he didn't.
I know his son Andrew did. The only decent thing Andrew ever did.
Andrew did. So did Harry.
Yeah.
And I think, because Andrew was down in the Falklands,
Yeah.
wasn't he?
Flying helicopters as a decoy for cruise missiles.
Yeah. Exocets.
Exocet missiles, indeed. Yeah.
Yeah, but no, I don't think Charles actually. In fact, I can't remember him actually serving. But then
He was in the Navy.
Yeah, I know he was in the Navy, but I can't actually remember him
right.
being on active service, if you know what I mean.
I think he was, but I can't remember exactly what he did. But I know his father, Prince Philip, served in the war, didn't he?
Mm-hmm.
And by all accounts, he was a bit of a war hero.
Yeah, he was Greek.
Yes, I know.
Philip. Yeah. Comes from I don't know whether it's a Greek royal family or
Greek of German descent.
Aristocratic Greek. Yeah.
I'm having a beer now, Mickey.
Yeah.
I'm having a beer which is...
Because you know that the Queen's family is actually called Bowes-Lyon, don't you?
Yeah.
Bowes-Lyon.
Yeah, Bowes-Lyon, yeah.
What? But they're a German, yeah. The royal family is of German descent, I believe.
Actually,
but yeah,
beer tastes really funny after drinking so much alcohol-free. Oh. The alcohol-free is quite sweet, I noticed, but that's quite...
yeah.
That's quite...
Yeah.
Right,
the first
let's talk about dicks, shall we now?
Well, I'm not flopping mine out on screen, mate.
No, I'm talking about how people can be dicks.
Oh, sorry, yeah.
Yeah. People can be dicks, all right? And I'm singling out two for special mention. One, I know that you want to have a rave about, right?
No, I don't.
Yeah, you do. I've actually been doing some... I've not watched the programme, and I'm not going to watch the programme. Right?
I don't watch it.
But have you seen the news today about him?
No.
Google him quickly. While I'm leading up to it, see what he's been up to today. The first one I want to have a rant about is it Elon or Elon?
I always call him Elon. I mean, I don't know how people pronounce it.
Oh, I'll call him Elon Musk. Elon Musk is making himself out to be a complete cock. He really is. He really is, right? Yes, best pal, that's the other one. But Elon Musk is making himself out to be a real cock with Twitter. I mean, now that this blue tick verified has come in, I've been looking around Twitter today, and it's unbelievable, right? Jesus Christ, he's actually now verified. He's got a blue tick. Right? God is now verified. He's got a blue tick. People's pet cats have got blue ticks. There's a cockroach that's got a blue tick, right? One of the children, Hansel and Gretel, have both got blue ticks. Right? Fictional characters have all got blue ticks. And this is Twitter saying to Elon Musk, you know, you come up with this silly idea, we're going to do that. And I could have bet money that this is exactly what Twitter would do. On the other hand, it might be a very clever marketing thing because they're spending money. They're spending £7 a month to get that blue tick to poke fun at Elon Musk. I don't want to spend £7 to poke fun at him. Are you looking at? Did you look up what's happened today?
I can't see what's happened today. I've seen when he was talking to somebody about his affair that he's had.
Yeah, that's right. Yep. And the other one. So that's Elon Musk. He's been ranting on Twitter about half a dozen different things today, and I actually think that it's going to be a war between Elon Musk and Twitter, and I actually think Elon Musk is going to lose. I mean, he might be the world's richest man, but he really can be a bit of a dick at times, and I think he's made some dick moves with Twitter. And I think, personally, I feel that he's going to lose. He's taken on Twitter, and he's going to lose big time. The other one, of course, is Matt Hancock in I'm a Celebrity, Get Me Out of Here. Every news site I've looked on today, he's dominating it. Now, I know you want to have a rave about him. Go on, then.
No, I just think he's a fucking cock.
Yeah, exactly.
I don't think he should be there. Huh? He screwed over so many fucking people, didn't he?
Yep.
Huh? But no, I've got no time for the fucking bloke.
Yeah.
I don't like so. I don't think. I think if he's got time to go there, then he should be sacked as an MP.
I agree. I agree.
Because he's not able. I mean, he's actually MP for West Suffolk, which is my sister's constituency. He's not there to represent my sister or his constituents while he's jollying down. Well, I won't say jollying, but he's down in the fucking Australia.
400k he's getting for that, isn't he?
Yeah.
Which means
Yeah,
after
paid a
tax,
fortune.
he'll get about 220k.
Yeah. Yeah.
And
on top of his MP salary
yep,
that he's getting. What are they on, about 80 grand a year now?
something like that, about 80 grand a year. Plus they've got all the backhanders.
Yeah, all your little backhanders. Yeah, all your little fucking perks and that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But Boy George isn't happy with him.
Oh, definitely not. In fact, I just read that Boy George cried when he went into there. Oh dear. Oh, he's a right cock. Oh dear. I don't know.
And they've had a go at him over his affair.
Yes, I did see. I was reading that, but he reckoned he fell in love. Oh dear, my fucking god! Apparently, he's still with her, Gina, whatever her name is.
Yeah.
He's still with her, but you know, nah, I've got no time for the fucking bloke. I mean, he actually broke the law, Steve, by discharging people from hospital into old folks' homes. He broke the fucking law.
And he wasted money at all those Nightingale hospitals, turning the Excel Centre into a Nightingale hospital.
Yeah, do you know, and I didn't know that till I read it today, that his local pub landlord he gave a fucking contract to for PPE. Fucking his local pub landlord. This is the sort of shit that he was getting up to. All his mates and that, who he knew couldn't supply him. Well, they were buying it from China, which wasn't fucking up to standard, was it? So, yeah, absolutely disgraceful. Fucking diabolical, even.
Well, apparently he's been tucking into camel penis, sheep vagina, and cow's anus.
Well, my daughter came round today and said something that I totally disagree with, that she feels sorry for the other contestants because he's doing all the Bush Tucker trials. And I said, well, I could quite happily sit there and watch him eat these fucking mealy grubs and everything else. Best pal, yeah, he should be in prison.
I agree.
So should half the rest of the fucking government.
I agree.
But they get away with it. Don't matter who's in power, they're all the fucking same. Whether you're fucking blue or red or whatever, yellow, they're all the fucking same. They're all in it for themselves. But yeah. So yeah. My daughter was saying she felt sorry for the other people because he was doing all the trials. I said, no, I'd be quite happy for him to do all the fucking trials while I sit there and grab my £200,000-300,000, whatever it is. You know, so yeah, let him do them. And I think the people who keep him in there, they'll not vote him out because they want to fucking see him suffer by doing all these trials.
The other thing that I've noticed, right, is if you check, there is a petition that has over 50,000 signatures demanding that Ant and Dec be removed as hosts of the show. Now, I don't like the show. I don't watch the show. And I really don't like Ant and Dec. All right? They just do nothing for me.
They're past it now.
Oh, they do nothing for me. They were kids. When I was they were kids entertainers. They should have stopped the kids shows. Why they're the golden goose for ITV, I don't know. But they do nothing for me. And I will not watch the show. It's like I said the other night. I have enough problems with my reality, let alone living other people's realities.
Yeah.
He should actually give. I would be impressed if he gave his 400k to charity.
Yeah, with gift aid, that'll do them a nice little sum. Yeah. So how long do you reckon Musk will last at Twitter then? before it goes straight up the fucking pan. Well, it's going down the pan already, isn't it?
Well, I don't know. I mean, the fact that
He's got people leaving in droves, and all the Muppets are coming out registering their dead fucking donkeys.
But the thing is, these Muppets are spending £8 a time, or $8 a time, which is what Elon Musk wanted. So that's either the most clever thing he's ever done, or he's being a real dick. But I actually think at Twitter, I think maybe a month. I'll give him a month. Because he's got other business interests. He's got Tesla, and he's got SpaceX, and he's got Starlink. He cannot keep going on. At the moment, he appears to be just throwing all his energies into Twitter, which is not making any money. And I think he'll realise that he needs to concentrate on his other, more profitable businesses. I didn't realise till today. Sean pointed it out to me, and I checked when I got home, and she's right. I always thought that Elon Musk became the world's richest man by himself, but he didn't. His father was quite rich to start with.
Yes.
And he didn't invent Tesla, he just bought it.
Yeah. Yeah. And he also, apparently, from what I read today, he sacked 3,700, I think it was, employees from Twitter, and then asked his manager to go and rehire a load of them.
Well, his chief of security, his chief of security, and his chief of moderation have quit.
Yeah.
So they're not. I
don't blame them.
So I'd say about a month at the moment, the way it's going.
I mean, it was a shit show before. It's even more of a shit show now.
I've always seen Twitter. I've been on Twitter since 2010, Mickey. I don't use Twitter, and to me, it's a toxic cesspit. But only if you get involved. If you get involved in politics, right, on Twitter, it becomes a toxic cesspit. But I don't. I tend to just follow my hobbies on Twitter. So that's why I use it. Just to keep abreast of hobbies. I also use it as my news digest because I subscribe to the BBC, the ITV, Sky News, and normally when a headline comes out or a breaking news story, it's normally tweeted first, so I know about it, you know?
Yeah.
Other than that, I don't get involved in the political shenanigans. If you go down that rabbit hole, it is a right thing. I'm just reading about Matt Hancock. Coming back to Matt Hancock again. It's in the Guardian, right? And it's the article's entitled 9 Things We've Learned About Matt Hancock and I'm a Celebrity. Matt is still toxic.
Yeah.
Number 2, Matt is just trying to be human. Number 3, no one is in any mood to forgive him.
Nope.
Number 4, Matt can't sing. Number 5, Matt will do anything to be loved. Number 6, Matt thinks Rishi is doing a great job. Did you see how Rishi snubbed him?
Yeah.
Refused to shake his hand. That Matt has got his tongue up Rishi Sunak's arse there. Right.
Yeah.
Matt isn't so keen on telling the world about his dyslexia campaign.
I didn't even know he had one.
No. And we've already had enough of Matt. Those are the 9 things we didn't know about him. From the fake laugh...
Matt doesn't know his career is over.
Yeah. He doesn't know his career's over, yeah. He doesn't know he's washed up, that no one will ever take him seriously again. It's true, though, isn't it? True.
Did people take him seriously before he went there? You know, he fucking bloke's a dick. I don't think... I'm 90% certain that comes the next election, he will not be re-elected for his constituency. Not unless they're all a bunch of dumb fucks, and I don't think they are, really. Mind you, they're in Suffolk, Steve, so you know what Suffolk's like.
It's beautiful. Or is that Norfolk? No, Norfolk's beautiful.
That's Norfolk. Norfolk Turkey.
I thought you were in Suffolk.
I am in Suffolk.
Oh, right, okay.
But beautiful is Norfolk.
Oh, right, okay.
I am, yeah. You're right, best pal. It is
It is
fucked.
fucked.
It's been fucked for a long
The
time.
other news story is Kwasi Kwarteng, right? After being chucked under the bus, by Liz Truss, he's been having a right go at her in the press the last couple of days, saying, I told her to slow down, I told her to slow down.
I saw that. I did see that, and I read that. And he reckoned that he was sacked to save her, which didn't fucking work out very well for her, did it? But he didn't have to go along with it, did he?
No, not at all. Not at all.
He could have said, no, I'm not doing it. And then he'd have got the sack then anyway. But, get somebody else to be your fucking donkey. Because if you don't believe it, why would you put forward stuff that you don't believe in?
I don't know. I just find it to be very strange.
Yeah. But yeah, I did see that he was blaming her for everything that he was pushing. But and then in the next sentence, he said he agreed with what they were doing, but they did it too quickly. So, I don't agree what they were doing at all. I mean, look what they've fucking done to the economy. People are now paying a fortune more on their mortgages. Just because he stood up in Parliament, spouted the biggest load of fucking crap I've heard in 60-odd years.
Do you know, Mickey, I'm rather glad I don't have a mortgage.
I don't have one.
The reason I don't have a mortgage is because my house got repossessed. I had a mortgage, but when my second wife left me, she left me and the kids, and I had to give up work to look after the kids, so I couldn't afford to keep up the mortgage and keep the house, so it got repossessed, which is why I ended up here 25 years ago, and I love here. I wouldn't live anywhere else. I love living here. So it turned out to be a good thing, but I do sometimes wish, over the years, I don't have the right to buy this house. I wish I did. I've considered getting another mortgage, but then I look back now today and think I'm glad I didn't.
Yeah.
I'm glad I didn't. I'm glad I didn't tie myself down like that. I'm not going to have anything to leave my kids. That's a shame, but shit happens. Get over it, kids.
Yeah. I wanted to buy this house back in the day, but because we weren't married, Donna's a joint tenant on this house. She wouldn't have it because she thought we would struggle. But I could have got this house for about 12,000 quid.
Jesus.
Not with the intention of staying here, because I didn't want to stay here. Stay here the 5 years that I was obliged to, and then move to somewhere that we wanted to.
Yep.
But, I mean, my mortgage would have been paid now, Steve.
Yeah.
It'd have been paid.
My mortgage would have been paid.
But unfortunately, and she'll tell her herself now, she thinks it was her, she thinks that I was right and she was wrong, but it's 30 years too late. So it is what it is.
I got a hell of a discount on my house. I mean, I got it for, the house is probably worth 200,000, and I got it for 60,000 because I've been a council tenant for so long. But it was one of those things.
I could have got this for 12. Next door at the same time sold for 32. So, I mean, I was getting a good old discount on that.
Mm-hmm.
That's way back in 87, 88, something like that. But no, it never happened. I don't regret it now. I did at the time. I was really pissed off about it, to be fair, at the time. But yeah, we just struggled for a little while. But the cost of a mortgage on 12 grand over the years, as I earned more and more, would have been negligible.
Yeah.
So but unfortunately, my wife is very short-sighted when it comes to monetary things. Doesn't look at the long term. Looks at what's happening now rather than what's happening in 10 years' time.
Yeah.
So it never happened. So I don't regret it.
No,
I'm not bitter.
No, you can't. Again, you can't live your life on regrets.
As to me, this is my house. I've been here for, how old's my boy? So I've been here since 87 or 88. So I've got no intention of moving. Only thing is, should I claim any benefits, then the government will want me to pay fucking bedroom tax.
Oh yeah, I pay bedroom tax.
Because I've got a 3-bedroom house and there's only 2 of them.
Yeah, I'm same. I pay bedroom tax.
It's a fucking joke.
Yeah,
Well, I don't have to pay at the minute because I don't claim any benefits except my retirement pension.
you're not getting.
I can't because
not getting a
Donna's
pension
working.
from the army.
I didn't serve long enough
Oh, okay.
to warrant one.
Oh, okay.
You're right. The bedroom tax. Is
I
bullshit.
pay it. Yeah, 25%. I have to pay bedroom tax.
I don't pay it because, like I say, I don't claim any benefits, and that's because I don't claim any benefits because Donna is working, and we wouldn't be entitled anyway. If we were entitled to a little bit, it would be swallowed up by things like the bedroom tax. You know, so while we can afford it, we just carry on as we've always done.
I agree.
I've got a little bit put away, not a lot, but
I agree. The whole idea is to get people to downsize. But what I am doing is when I've gone.
Well, we asked them years ago, Steve.
Yeah.
When my daughter left home, probably 15, 20 years ago, can we have a 2-bedroom house? We ain't got none. Well, there you go.
Yeah.
Huh?
Well, when I go, it's in my will that the tenancy goes to my oldest son.
Yeah.
Because you can do that. I don't know what your council are like or your housing association are like.
No, can't. When Donna's mum died, we had 2 weeks to clear it.
Really?
She only had a little 1-bedroom bungalow, but they gave us 2 weeks after she died to clear it.
Jesus.
Get out. Which I thought was fucking disgusting myself, but there you go.
Well, with our tenancy, it can be passed on once.
And we had to pay the rent on those 2 weeks.
Yeah.
We had to pay it. Because obviously she couldn't pay it, she's dead. We had to pay 2 weeks' rent for 2 weeks that they're getting out. I thought that's fucking diabolical. A fucking absolute shit show. Although, to be fair, that wasn't council, that was housing association. But the house was got for her by the local councils, if that makes any sense.
Mm-hmm.
The housing association is linked to the council somehow. I don't know how they fucking work it out. But anyway, we had a fortnight to get out. And I'll tell you what, Steve, that was a horrible time, really, because there was people from Donna's family she hadn't seen for fucking years descended on that fucking. I'm having this, I'm having that. Right, stand up. No, you're fucking having nothing. Now, fuck off, like. You know?
Yeah.
We hadn't seen you. I mean, over the past 5 years of her mum's life, there's probably only 3 or 4 of them that ever. And Donna and her sister were the 2 main carers for her. Over them past years, and then people like descended, like fucking locusts.
With my mum. Down with my mum, yeah.
Yeah, fucked them all off.
Yeah.
I want this, I want that. Mum promised me this. When did she promise you that? You haven't fucking seen her in 8 years, you know what I mean? Absolute fucking bollocks.
My mum left me out of her will.
Well, Donna's mum didn't have any money and she didn't have a will, so... You know.
Well, my mum didn't really leave me out of her will, right? What happened is...
We paid for her mum's funeral.
All right. No, my mum didn't... Well, I wasn't in my mum's will, right? I wasn't... When her will was divided up, I got no money. All of the other grandchildren... My sister and her grandchildren got 22,000 each from her will.
Yeah.
But I didn't get a penny. But I was good with that. Because in 2014, she said, I will lend you the money to buy a brand new car, but when I die, you'll get nothing in my will.
Well, that's fair enough. That's something you agreed to at the time.
I thought, that sounds like a good deal. She said, what I'm doing is I'm giving you your inheritance now.
Now, yeah.
I said, fine, let's go for it. I thought that was a good deal.
Yeah.
And of course, when my sister and the nieces and nephews said, do you know you're not in a will? What are you going to do about that? You're going to go to court? I said, no. I said, I know I'm not in a will, and I know exactly why I'm not in a will. I said, it's not a problem.
Yeah.
They actually thought that I'd be really annoyed about it, Mickey. Well, I actually thought it was a good deal. She gave me 22,000 and said, right, if I give you this, you're getting nothing in my will. I thought, okay, I'll go along with that.
That's fair enough. Yeah.
But it was the same thing. Everybody descended on her house. And they were like locusts. People People I
They
didn't
are
even
like
know
locals.
were relatives.
Yeah, yeah. It's like I say, you don't know who the fuck is that. You know, fuck off.
Yeah.
You know, I find it very intrusive. They're going through all the fucking drawers of wardrobes and
Yeah.
yeah, we'll have this bit of furniture. No, you fucking won't. I'll give all her furniture to British Red Cross. Yeah,
Yeah.
all went to British Red Cross.
My daughter took care of it all, and I think what she didn't give away. She got a house clearing company in to take care of,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
she got some money back for that. Not much, but she got some money back for that. But yeah, we did have the issue. You know, I think, who the fuck are you? I'm your mother's cousin.
Yeah.
Well, I don't remember you. Oh yeah, yeah, I remember you when you were little. You were like 2 years old. Where the fuck am I supposed to remember you now? Oh yeah, she promised me those glasses.
Yeah.
No,
yeah.
she didn't, because she actually wrote in her will. She was very, very precise in her will about who was having what.
That's good thing.
Do you know what she left me? She said, oh, and she said, because we'd obviously done the deal with the money. She said, and I know what I'm, in her will, she said, I'm leaving you The Battle for the Falklands by Mac Hastings.
What, the book?
Yeah. Yeah. Well, she knows I like the book. I love reading that book.
Do you know, Max Hastings, he writes a lot of good military books, not just about the Falklands, but about many different battles and things. Yeah, I quite like him.
Because the Falklands was my war, Mickey.
Yeah.
I was 22 years old when it happened. It was the biggest thing ever. I mean, I actually went down the army recruiting office.
But they wouldn't let you in.
I'm colourblind.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it was my war.
Well, it's no good when they say press a green button and you press the fucking red one. We're right shit, aren't we?
I tried the RAF as well. They said no as well for the same reason, colourblind. I did question, you know, how many colours do I need to kill somebody? But apparently red, green, colourblind, which is what I am, is the worst kind.
Exactly.
So they wouldn't let me in. And I regretted that because I would like to have served. I would like to have done my bit for Queen and country. Even if it wasn't a war, even doing what you did, Mickey, I'd still like to have done that. But it was never to be. And
but we were there. We were the deterrent.
Yeah. I'd have liked to have done my bit, you know. My father did, my grandfather did. And when it came for my turn to do my bit, I couldn't for medical grounds. And that was a bit of a blow, to be honest with you. I didn't like it very much.
Well,
but
we can't all do it.
Red, green, colourblind is the worst. It's never affected. Do you know what I did for a career?
Yeah, you're a printer.
I was a printer. Think about that for a minute.
Yeah.
I'm colourblind, yet I'm a printer. But apparently, red, green, colourblind is the worst kind.
It is, yeah. That's why they won't let you join the military, like I said, because they don't want you pressing the fucking green button instead of the red.
Exactly. And I always that hurt me, you know. Twice I tried to join the military, and twice I was rejected at the medical grounds for exactly the same reason. Tried to join the Air Force when I left school, and then I tried to join the military again when the Falklands War happened. Because that was the thing about the Falklands War, which never happened during the Iran and the Afghanistan conflicts. During the Falklands War, people would actually go and try and volunteer to join the services.
Yeah.
Didn't happen during Iran, didn't happen during Afghanistan, because they weren't just wars. The Falklands was a justified war.
It's because people saw the Falklands as people
as what?
Attacking British subjects.
It was a justified war.
Yeah.
They were as British as you and I, Mickey.
Exactly that. Yeah. And I don't know how many times that they voted that they want to stay British.
Yeah. You know, it's like
it's not been.
It's like the Italians attacking the Isle of Wight.
Yeah. Yeah.
No, it was justified. Not like Iran and Iraq and Afghanistan. That wasn't justified. That was just a travesty. We were lied to get into those wars, especially the second one, especially Blair. He lied.
Yeah. He should be in prison.
He should be in prison. He's a war criminal. There's no two ways about that.
Yeah.
No two ways about that. He lied.
I mean, they turned around and said he got intercontinental ballistic missiles that could hit Britain.
Yeah.
No, he didn't.
No, he didn't. No. They didn't have any.
No, he didn't. He had to pull them right up to the border so he could hit fucking Israel.
They pull them right up to the border so they could hit a mile away. Yeah, I know.
Exactly. They're fucking useless.
I know. We were lied to, and he got away with it scot free.
It weren't just Blair though. It was Bush as well. Pair of them.
Both of them.
Pair of them.
Both Bushes, both times, because it was the older Bush that got in the first one. But like I said, there was no queues at the army recruiting office. Nobody wanted it. They weren't justified. It wasn't like the Falklands War. The Falklands War was absolutely justified. I remember watching the Armada sail off from Portsmouth. Don't you?
It's like the French attacking the Isle of Wight, but nobody would join up then, would they? Huh? Because who the fuck wants the Isle of Wight?
Well, I'd join up if we gave it to them.
Yeah, so would I. I'd be there fucking with the welcome mats out.
I remember the swell of pride watching our fleet past full sail from Portsmouth.
Oh, that was absolutely, yeah. Now, the Channel Islands, I always wonder, they're closer to France than us, and I've always wondered why France has never tried to claim them.
They do, quite regularly.
Do they?
Yeah.
Oh, I've not really seen anything about that.
But you've got to be very careful, because the Channel Islands aren't actually in the United Kingdom.
No, they're not. They're their own principality.
That's right. They're not in the United Kingdom, so you've got to be aware of that. Like Gibraltar isn't in the United Kingdom, so. But yes, the Channel, the French have tried to claim the Channel Islands, but the trouble is, right, the French are no good at fighting.
No, that's why they got.
I mean, if you think about it, right, in London we've got Victoria Railway Station, we've got Waterloo Railway Station, right, we've got hundreds of memorials, Nelson's Column, you know, we've got hundreds of memorials all over London to all of the famous battles we've won. When France built a new railway station in the north of Paris, they were going to name it after a famous victory. They couldn't think of one. So it's now called Gare du Nord, which means North Station.
Gare du Nord, yeah.
So you know, the French, well, I mean, the French, my friend, it's not me, my friend describes them as cheese-eating surrender monkeys.
With a lot of whining.
Yeah. So.
Hello, Palsy.
Hello, Palsy. Can we ban Palsy, please, Mickey?
Why?
Because he's banned on Reddit. We might as well make him banned on here.
Oh, ban him here. Yeah, ban him all.
Yeah, make it a full house. Yeah. Good evening, Palsy.
You've been a bad boy on Reddit, haven't you, Palsy?
Yeah.
Hey.
I believe he mentioned Hitler. No, what was it you mentioned? Was it Hitler?
No, it wasn't. It was Elon Musk.
Yeah. Oh, I'm just gonna have a piss, Mickey. I'll be back in a sec.
Elon Musk was a fucking idiot. I can't say I disagree with him, but we'll be banned on Reddit shortly if I say that. Hello, Pikachu gang. Sorry, didn't see you there. I was over on Twitch there, where you can find us. But he did try the RAF. I wouldn't let him in there either. I don't know where Woody's disappeared off to. Just leaves me here. So we've got a whole 2 viewers on Twitch at the moment. And a whole 2 on Reddit. Oh. And there's poor little me, all on my own. Nobody to talk to. Come on, Palsy, tell us what you've been up to get yourself banned.
I'm here, I was just having a piss.
Ah, right.
Oh, better. You know, I really hate that I never served, Mickey. I really feel guilty for not serving.
You shouldn't do. It's not for everybody.
I know it's not for everybody, but I still feel guilty. I really wanted to.
However, Now, this might sound a bit disconcerting, and maybe not. Should there be a major conflict where people are really needed, then they would allow you to go.
At 62?
Well, I'm not
Get
talking
it.
about a 62, but you know what I mean.
I know what you mean, yeah. I know what you mean, yeah.
People with colourblind list now,
Yeah.
because they did it in the Second World War as well.
Oh, yeah.
You'd be allowed to go. If they wanted people, then you'd go. But they'd put you in maybe a rear position or something like that. But yeah, if they wanted people, they'd have you, or they would have had you.
Yeah, Pikachu gang. I did try the Air Force when I was 16, but I failed the medical being colourblind. I really, really, really wanted to be a pilot. Well, no, actually, I wanted to be in the RAF regiment because I heard they were the best.
Oh, fuck off. Huh?
I heard they didn't trust the Army, the Marines or the Navy to guard their air bases, so they had their own army. So I really wanted to be in the RAF regiment.
Yeah, right. Huh? We used to say they were only good enough for guarding the NAFI. The Junior Ranks Club. Hardly on Reddit now, due to RPAN going. I think I'll get 700 free coins every month until September 2023.
I've cancelled my subscription to Reddit Premium. I cancelled it last month. When as soon as Reddit announced I was stopping streaming Ballsy, I cancelled my Reddit Premium. I still use Reddit. I find Reddit to be excuse me. I find Reddit to be a fascinating, absolutely fascinating source for technical. You know that I'm the special effects whiz of the team. I find Reddit to be fascinating for the special effects, video graphics, motion graphics. There's some very knowledgeable, very skilled people on Reddit that aren't anywhere else, and I still use Reddit for that reason, but only that reason. But I cancelled my Reddit Premium. I used to get 700 coins. About £6 a month I used to pay for it. To get 700 coins each month, but I cancelled it in disgust at them removing RPAN. I just think it's a tragedy, and you can see. I mean, look, Halsey, I've got 2 watchers on Reddit. Okay, 3 months ago I would have 400,000 watchers on Reddit. It just goes to show you the difference, doesn't it? It's pathetic. I mean, we were regularly getting 1,700, 17,000. What were we?
Yeah.
And they just completely killed streaming altogether. And I keep meaning to look at you now, but I just haven't. I've just really felt like shit just lately, Mickey, this week. So sorry. I'll have a look next week. What I'm also going to do is I'm going to end this stream in 15 minutes because I'm still not. I'll explain why. The reason being is that I had chemotherapy last Friday, 6-7 days ago. And it's at this point in the chemotherapy cycle, yesterday, for the next 7 to 10 days, my body is at its lowest point. My immune system is the most suppressed. My body is fighting really hard against all these horrible chemicals I've got in with me, and I'm still taking. And it's really not making me feel too good. I mean, I'm really not sleeping too good at the moment. I had 3 hours sleep last night. And I'm absolutely shattered. And I will go to bed shortly after I finish the stream. I will go to bed, and I won't fucking sleep. That's the annoying thing.
Yeah.
Changing the subject slightly, Mickey. Have you started that model yet?
No, I still haven't.
Why not?
Huh? I've been busy doing nothing.
Right.
To be fair. In fact, until you mentioned it just now, it had gone completely out of my head. It still sits under there somewhere.
I'd like to see you make a start with it. I honestly think that something like that would suit your personality. I think you'd enjoy the therapeutic.
Once I get started on it, probably, yeah. It's just getting that initial.
Well, you know what I'm building at the moment, don't you?
Yeah, you're doing that Virago, aren't you?
I am doing that Virago. I'll show you how far I've got. this is the latest picture coming up now. There you go.
Oh, you got all the engine done.
I've got all the engine done.
Shocks done.
I've got the back wheel done, and I've got the shock absorbers done.
Cool.
And I'm also building at the same time, because this takes a lot of time between when I'm waiting for the glue to dry, or I'm waiting for the paint to dry. You can't see how detailed that engine. Can you see how detailed that engine is?
Yeah, I can. Yeah.
It's extremely detailed. While I'm waiting for the glue to dry, while I'm waiting for the paint to dry, I'm building a second model. I'm building a small version of Stephenson's rocket. It's only a really small one. It's 00 gauge. It's what it is. Sorry, Mickey.
I said it's tiny then. If it's 00.
It's 00 gauge because it's designed as it's by a company called Dapol, and it's designed as a line side ornament for a railway track. But I thought, I built it because it's the same scale as that.
What is it?
Yeah, 172 is 00 gauge. So I thought I'd build it because I always fancied a model of Stephenson's rocket. And I need to turn it round. Hang on.
Oh, you even got Mr. Stephenson himself.
Yep. Hang on. Ugh. And you have no idea how hard it was for me to paint him. If you look closely, I've actually put his beard on him.
Yes, I can see on the left-hand side.
Yeah, but you have no idea. You have no idea how hard that was to paint. I'll give you an idea of the scale I'm working at. Just bear with me. Changing the subject slightly. Long Tour was in a cancer stream. I'm not quite sure. Is that guy? Is that guy that's only got a few weeks left to live? Just out of curiosity, Long Tour. Is that who you're referring to? The guy that's only got a few weeks left to live. Oh, another one. Okay, what's this one about then? Tell us what this one's about. While I'm doing that, right? Let me see if I can find it, Mickey. Just give you an idea of the scale that I'm working at. I can't fucking find it now. No, yeah, 3 years. So the hell, I wish they could be that precise with my cancer and tell me exactly how long it is that I had to live. They don't. They don't tell me. They just say. When I saw my doctor not Friday, just gone, the Friday before then. She said all we're trying to do now is keep you alive, but she wouldn't give me any sort of time. On that. She just said we're trying to keep you alive, right? Okay. This is the scale that I'm working at, Mickey. There you go.
It is very small.
It is very small. And I've got a bit further with the Virago than that last picture showed. This is after tonight's effort. Just give me a second, I'll call it up. Show you exactly how far I've got with it. Sorry if it's boring, people. But this is me. This is what I'm all about. I enjoy doing these sort of things. I enjoy building models. Right, this is as far as I've got with the Virago tonight.
I got a frame and rear wheel. Oh, shaft drive. Yeah.
Yeah.
I forgot they were shaft drive.
Yeah. So I've got the rear wheel in. The rear wheel, by the way, actually rotates. The suspension actually works, Mickey.
Cool.
It is a working model. I've got the engine to put in tomorrow, but I want the glue on those shock absorbers to dry first.
Yeah.
But that's the Virago. I don't know what you think. Do you think I'm doing a semi-decent job so far?
I quite like it. I think it's coming out really well.
I'm my own worst critic, of course, when it comes to things like this.
Yeah.
But that's what I mean. I think once you get into it, you'll enjoy it. I mean, the last metal model I made was that one. and you can see how
Yeah,
detailed it is.
yeah.
That's the sort of quality you're going to get from your one, right? And I quite enjoyed that one. Did you see the one I made before that?
I did. I did.
This one here, the USS Missouri.
Ship, yeah.
Look at the detail on that, Mickey.
I can't even fucking find it now. Oh, it's under there somewhere. Yeah.
That's the sort of detail you're going to get.
Yeah. But it's so small. I didn't realise how small it was until it arrived. I thought, fucking hell.
This came in a very small packet as well. Came in a packet the same size as your one, but look how much it's built up to.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. So I do need to actually crack on and do some of it.
I think you should. I think you'd enjoy it.
I think once I start, I'm one of these people who, once I start, I've got to complete it.
And I think we'll have to do a stream. It used to be something called Reddit sessions, right? Or Reddit Academy or something, where you could actually, Reddit Professional, something like that, where you could actually, there's a guy that used to paint Warhammer things on there.
Oh, right, yeah, yeah.
So you could actually do a whole stream of us two making models. As much as it sounds strange, but there is a market for that. But yeah, I think you should get going with it, Mickey. I really do. I think, given what I know about you, I think the precision of it will appeal to you.
Yeah.
And also the sense of satisfaction from getting it done.
Or when you finish it, yeah.
Although that said, I am my own worst critic, and I don't think I've done a very good job on that Virago. But we won't know till it's finished, eh?
So it looks fine to me from here, from from the pictures I can see.
I'm my own worst critic, so
nice, shiny frame, nice glossy frame.
Oh, it's taken me ages to get that painted up. Those little 00, same scale as a Hornby Railway. Those figures. They took me ages to paint because I'm working at I've got a headband magnifier, 10 times magnification. It took me ages. But I haven't lost my skills. That's the important thing.
Exactly that. Yeah. How are you coping with your tingly fingers doing it?
Well, the fact that I can do it says it all, doesn't it?
Yeah, it says that they're getting better.
They're getting better. They're still the tips of my fingers. The very tip from there, about there, is tingling, and the middle toes on both my feet are tingling. But I can work with it. You know, I can still do. Yeah. You can see. I mean, those two men, Stevenson and his son, I painted today.
Oh yeah, so yeah, must be getting quite.
The fact that I can actually paint his beard in says that I can do it. So that works out there.
Yeah.
That's a shame about pippiness, isn't it? That's a shame about pippiness. I wish I was in remission. God, I wish I wasn't going through this nightmare long tour. Right, well, we've got about 5 minutes now, Mickey. Is there anything you want to say?
No, not really. I think I told you the other day that a friend of mine I used to game with has been given 6 months.
Yeah, you did. Yeah, you did. Yeah.
He's COPD, same as I've got. But yeah. No, not really.
Have you got Netflix?
I do have Netflix. I don't watch it.
I think you should watch All Quiet on the Western Front.
What, the new version?
The new version, not the one with Richard Thomas out of the Waltons, but the new version, which is a German film. It's dubbed in English and it's subtitled in English, right? But it actually works quite well. It's a German-made film, dubbed in English, subtitled in English, but it's an excellent film because it shows the horror of the war from the German side, because people forget that the Germans went through exactly the same horror as we did. I mean, the fact that 4 years of war and only 100 metres have been gained by either side.
Yeah.
And it doesn't glamorise war. It does the exact opposite. It shows you the harsh reality of war. And it's a story of 4 friends who are in university or in school, and they work for the post office as messengers. and they join up, and all their hopes and their aspirations, and you know how it is when you join up, Mickey, and then they're greeted with the reality of the war, and it shows you their journey through the war. And I won't tell you what happens, but it's a very powerful film. It does go on for nearly 3 hours, but it's worth watching.
I count myself lucky that I didn't have to go through it. Although, like I said, I was willing to, which is why I joined up. But,
well, modern warfare's a bit. Modern warfare, you don't fight to a standstill like you did in the First World War. That was the problem. The First World War happened at the wrong time. So, if it had happened 10 years later, it wouldn't have fought to a standstill because armour made the difference.
Yeah.
And armour was only just being introduced in the First World War.
It was invented purely for that, for breaching the trenches. That's it. And do you know why they were called tanks?
Go on.
Because it was a secret. It was a secret mission, and they were supposed to have been water tanks.
Oh, right.
Which is why they call them tanks. Yeah. It's like everything else it's done with it. They've got code words for them, haven't they? Yeah. And it was a water tank.
I must build a model of one of those I'm going to build a model of one of those World War tanks, or World War One tanks.
There were two different ones, male and female.
Oh, right, okay.
Of those First World War tanks. Okay. And I don't know if you ever watched it. It's really interesting. I don't know if you heard of Guy Martin. He's an ex motorcycle racer. Fantastic fucking bloke, and he actually built one. They built one.
Okay.
For one of the, I can't remember which anniversary it was. One of the anniversaries of the, I don't know, 50th, 75th or something.
Okay.
Anniversaries of the First World War.
Okay.
It's probably on. It's probably on YouTube.
It's probably on YouTube. I'm about to say it's probably on YouTube.
Guy Martin, the guy.
All right, I've made a note. Okay, I'll bear that in mind. But I must build one of those. Well, trouble is, I've got a stash, right? I've got 5 metal models to make. I've got a Messerschmitt. I've got a in the same scale as this. I've got a Messerschmitt, but the jet Messerschmitt, the Messerschmitt Bf 109, the one that the Germans used in the First World War. I've got one of those to make. I've got a Curtiss dive bomber, I think, like they used in the Battle of Midway. I've got one of those to make. And I've got an E-Type Jaguar to make. I've got a Concorde to make. And I've got a Spitfire to make. Oof. So I can't really go and do anything else, like building World War One tanks, until I've got rid of all these made. I'm getting through my stash as quickly as I can. I've just added a load more to my wish list. Like a twat. Right, on that note, Mickey, I think it's time for us to say goodnight, if you're all right with that.
Yes, I'm quite happy with that. So it's good night from me. Stay safe, keep your family safe, and we will see you
tomorrow.
Well, I will see you.
Well, you might be with us tomorrow, yeah.
Yeah, if not, it'll be Monday.
If not, it'll be Monday for our last ever stream on Reddit.
Yay.
Yay. So I will bid you all a good night, and I will see you tomorrow at 9:30 with Tracy and possibly Mickey. Right, I'll see you all.
Bye all.
Wow. Huh?